Greetings. I wanted to share some thoughts about the discussion this week, the 4-2 peer workshop. In this workshop, you'll be posting your outline that you've completed by Thursday evening. And in response, you'll choose 2 peers to give them critical feedback and helpful hints and observations on their work. I wanted to share with you some of the areas that you will be assessed on in terms of the feedback that you give to your peers. First, thesis and key points. In the rubric, it states that you should provide relevant feedback regarding the thesis and the key points with clarifying explanation and detail. Simply saying that your thesis is really good, I enjoyed it, or perhaps the key points are on target, is not really helpful. It's helpful to a certain extent, but you need to go a little bit beyond and share some thoughts. Considering objections, the next area that you will have to discuss on your peers' post will be the objections that they've included, whether they have or they not, whether they've identified an opposing view, have they addressed how that opposing view is related to the topic, how it is valid, and how they would respond to it. Finally, using evidence. They're posting several sources. It should be one source for each key point within the outline. And you want to talk about how relevant that source is and whether it is credible, whether it aligns with that key point, and whether they've chosen a appropriate detail or appropriate quote or statistic to support their point. So simply stating that they've done a good job or repeating what they've said is helpful, but it's not really helpful. If I tell you you did a good job and then you're like, okay, what do I do next, right? The point of peer review is to add additional thought. Sometimes that can be hard to do, but it's important to try and give them a little feedback, even if it's sort of your take on the topic, or I wonder what would happen here, or is this source really the best? Is the source peer-reviewed? So we're looking for 2 or 3 paragraphs. We're looking for a substantial amount of observation, discussion, and feedback for each peer. So I can't tell you how important peer review is. And often we learn more by looking at other people's work and evaluating it, because you can say, gee, I hadn't thought of that, or that was a really good way to put this together, to organize, or that phrasing is good. So it's helpful to you as well. I hope this helps. Please be detailed, be polite, be honest, and share your ideas and help your peers achieve their goals. Take care.